The pendulum has swung the other way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you had everybody complain about, you know, all these conservatives talking crazy and whatnot, and then conservatives are talking about, like, trying to cancel me, and now the conservatives have become the ones that are screaming that shit, and they become everything that they complained about.
Sure.
Yeah, including attacking free speech.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Times 10.
Yeah, because he didn't say anything that was really that terrible. Double Toast is going to be doing a little tour. It's going to be hitting 3 cities very soon. Atlanta, Georgia, that's October 11th. Going to be in Santa Monica, California, November 14th. And going to be in Seattle, Washington, December 12th. And you can get your tickets for those by going to x1entertainment.com/double toasted. Mar, I'm going to talk about something when we have time. Something that's going to put you in a foul mood.
Okay.
But it's something that's happening, and thus it must be talked about.
Sure.
So I'm sure you heard about Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, I found out about it right before we got started.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel got pulled off the air indefinitely, which usually means for good.
Right.
Yeah, I remember. You know the first time I learned that term?
Oh, when he was suspended indefinitely.
That, and there was when I was in college, there was a Burger King that I would go to every morning. And then I went there one morning and they said that we are closed indefinitely.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking, I kept going back every morning thinking that it definitely meant like, temporarily.
Sure.
So after about 3 weeks of going to that Burger King and it didn't open, I was like, oh, it definitely probably means permanently.
Yeah. No, I hate the way everybody does this pussyfooting language, dancing around things when it says indefinitely. Just say permanently. Just get it out there.
Yeah, just say for good.
Yeah.
Yeah, to have my ass going to Burger King for 3 weeks waiting for that shit to open.
Right. Even when you know it means permanently, there's still that part of you that's like, well, maybe.
Yeah. Shit, I had put my hopes up. Yeah. Yeah, I used to go get breakfast every morning. Shit, I had and I had to go to McDonald's. But
there ain't nothing indefinite about indefinitely.
But my man Jimmy Kimmel got suspended indefinitely because this Charlie Kirk thing is still something that's kind of hot right now. When I say hot, I mean it's
well, they're weaponizing it.
Yeah, when I say hot, it's like you holding stolen merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like it's something to where they're waiting for people to talk about this so that they can punish them, or cancel them, which is funny because
they're all against cancel culture.
Cancel culture has gone. See, that's what it's all about. Every side, like, it loves to scream cancel culture until they can use it.
Yeah,
and so that's what's going on with Jimmy Kimmel right here. Jimmy Kimmel got suspended. Now, I'm not coming here to go off on a Charlie Kirk rant. I'm not coming here to even try to defend Jimmy Kimmel. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just because I just heard the story for myself right now.
Right.
But yeah, they said that he was canceled or suspended indefinitely. You might as well just go ahead and say canceled. But he was suspended indefinitely because he made this statement right here.
He had some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
What does that have to do with Charlie Kirk, though? See what I'm saying? He wasn't talking bad about Charlie Kirk. He was talking bad about MAGA, which makes this worse.
Right.
And suspended indefinitely?
Yeah,
Whenever you hear indefinitely,
we just went over
pack your bags. That's all I'm saying. I'm
not
trying to rehash.
I camped out in front of a Burger King for 3 weeks thinking it was going to open back up because they said indefinitely. They'll be back.
When they open, I'll be first.
But man, you're right. This has nothing to do with Charlie Kirk. No. And so I'm really trying to be fair about this because the only thing that I can say is that if you really want to try to be someone who's not trying to take sides and looking at this from a very unbiased point of view, the only thing I can say is that he's talking politics on a late night TV show, but he's been doing that. That's his. You almost say that's his shtick.
Yeah. He's been doing that for years.
Yeah,
they all do.
They all do. Matter of fact, even you go all the way back to
Johnny Carson.
Yeah, Johnny Carson. Yeah.
Now, for all you free speech people out there, For all you advocates out there who've been talking, and this goes for any side, but we know that there's been one side that's been really talking about free speech for a while. You are entering very dangerous territory with this at this moment. I'm just letting you know, because this shit, you think it goes one way, but once it's out there, everybody can get hit.
Yeah, right.
And this is I don't know if I'd say censorship, but this is definitely the network's being pressured by a certain person or a certain party to remove him. Now, if you ask me, I'm gonna be just straightforward with you. And I'd say this about anybody. This is censorship. It's straight up censorship.
Oh, absolutely.
This man has been talking politics for years. That's been his thing. And all of a sudden he makes a statement about this situation, which there's been a pattern now where anybody people have been put on a list, a watch list of anybody that brings up the words Charlie and Kirk. Not even Charlie Kirk.
They've been vocal about that.
Oh, yeah. You can be talking about Charlie the Tuna or something,
or Captain Kirk.
Yeah, Captain Kirk.
Charlie the Tuna and Kirk Douglas.
Yeah, you can be talking about, you can be talking about Charlie and Chocolate Factory. You on a list. They got our Captain Kirk. They
Captain
got,
Crunch.
Kirk Cameron. Anybody, they looking for these words, man. And when you say that, they put you on a watch list. People have admitted, we have a watch list that we're waiting for you to say something that we do not like that you say about Charlie Kirk at this moment. Again, there's not a rant about Charlie Kirk. His name, is in here because it centers on him, but this is not a rant about him. This is more about people who are being censored and being pulled and being silenced for talking about this, and people actively out there trying to do it. And like I said, man, that was a time I thought the left was going too far with this. Yeah. But, this whole thing of, this goes to show you, man, everybody kind of has, everybody wants what they want. Cancel culture, I hate it when people are using it too much, but when it's out there, it's usually not used wisely.
Right. Yeah. It's too much power.
Well, you got people getting fired for literally posting what Charlie Kirk said. Like his exact words that they were like, well, we didn't hear him say that, so now you got to go because the actual it's
a whole thing of like you mischaracterized what he said. It's like that's a direct quote.
This is a direct quote.
I've had so many people come at me talking about somebody tried to do this to us on Reddit and they got shut down for it. This is why I like the platform we got, because when you get into this area where everybody's trying to be safe about their money, because it's whenever that money comes under becomes threatened by any kind of politics. They usually they buckle.
Quickly.
Yeah, they buckle quickly. Whenever that money feels threatened by any kind of political influence or political figure, they will buckle, man. That's why this whole thing about corporations being left all right, like this whole DEI shit that they were doing, I told some conservatives, I said, because they were like, can you believe this shit? And I was like, man, give it time. Because when that shit is not fashionable anymore, when it ain't trendy, when it starts to mess with their money, they ain't gonna give about me.
Right. Yeah, they're all about pride until that Pride Month is over. And then it's get this gay shit out of here.
Right. Target pulled in.
I said go.
Yeah. And it don't take much. Let one person go in there and complain about what's this gay shit up here. One person. Let one Karen walk up in there.
You see how Target folded like a card table?
Oh, yeah.
They started burning shit in effigy as soon as they started talking shit.
They had one mom go in there and complain about some gay shit, and then they had one of the employees go on the shelf and just push all that shit off into a basket.
Dumping kerosene on it and shit. like Goodfellas, light it up, light the match, man. There was one person, it was just a rainbow flag. It was like, it was like, the kid knows a rainbow exists.
Right.
God damn.
Yeah.
You got me thinking about dick, which means he's thinking about dick. Now we all thinking about dick.
Yeah. Shit, they had somebody go through the aisles like this and just take all that stuff. That's got to run the Target to take all the good stuff off the shelf.
My man is flying too. This nigga's running like a motherfucker. Oh shit!
But
You can't be showing me some shit like that. Tell me to calm down.
Yeah, after George Floyd died, they tried. They tried.
Yeah.
But they tried when they felt like the money was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's why this is happening right now, because money is involved, and these companies don't give a about any kind of movement except for profits moving into their accounts. They don't give a shit, man. And so, yeah, this whole thing of and right now the pendulum has swung the other way.
Mm-hmm.
You had everybody complaining about all these conservatives talking crazy and whatnot, and then conservatives are talking about like trying to cancel me, and now the conservatives have become the ones that are screaming that shit, and they become everything that they complained about.
Sure,
including attacking free speech.
Right. Times 10.
Yeah, because he didn't say anything that was really that terrible. Even if you are one of these people that you love Charlie Kirk, you agreed with him, you're on his side or whatever you want to say. I mean, y'all know this is bullshit. You know that this killer need I play this again for you? When there were a lot of people, there was a lot of comments on the internet. There were a lot of politicians who came out ready to start a war because they were ready to start a war with the Dems. They were ready to start a war with the trans. People attacked black colleges. Y'all know when before we knew who the shooter was, boy, they were ready.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were ready to raise hell.
I'm going to say this. Democrats own what happened today. My kids have called panicking. Just because you speak your mind on an issue doesn't mean you get shot.
Bitch, this was, they'd had no one.
Nobody listen to that no more.
They had no one.
Yeah.
No one knew who it was.
Uh-huh. You see the reporter behind it going, oh, Jesus. That lady right there, she's like,
that reporter called her out.
Then by that logic, do Republicans own the shooting of the 2 Democratic lawmakers in Minnesota?
Political.
Isn't this on both sides?
Are you kidding me?
No.
Yeah.
No.
She was this close to him. Why are you bringing up old shit?
I know, right?
I mean,
you don't know what to say, boy.
They had to close down HBCUs because people going crazy. Trans people were scared. Ready to start war with the Democrats. I saw actual comments when they arrested the wrong dude.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That dude didn't even fight. He just like, yeah, just go ahead. Y'all gonna say what y'all gonna say.
Right. He was like, fuck it. Yeah.
They put his ass on the ground like, go ahead.
Can't fight City Hall.
Pull my pants down and just but
he sure did though.
Yeah, he just didn't give a shit. He just like, whatever. Y'all find out, I'm not. But when they thought they had the wrong guy, there was all kind of people on the internet saying, yeah, we need to start killing Democrats because they're killing us. People are ready to go to war over this. And right after they found out that it was a dude from a Republican family, I don't know what his political affiliation or beliefs are, but his family was Christian. His father was a cop. They were conservatives. They were Mormons. They were gun lovers. White. And when they found out about that, well, let's just be calm and think about and ponder mental health.
Yeah. We just need to heal right now.
We need to heal, and we don't need to, let's just be silent at this moment and not yell and be at each other. And I was like, okay, before y'all were ready to kill.
Uh-huh.
And now you want peace.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I knew he wasn't black though, because in Utah they would have spotted his black ass a mile away. Right. I'm not even trying to be funny. I remember I saw it, I was like, well, at least he ain't black. Damn. Because I just knew it because of where it was and all that. And I was like, there's no way.
You know what they said? We don't care.
Right.
No. They didn't care. No.
I better not see your black ass walking down the street.
And we say,
here he is. We got him. We got him.
Call him alone.
Get him.
Be running like that dude. Trying to fly. That's what he's trying to do.
Catch him.
Come on. Wings don't fail me now.
Everyone excuse me for interrupting, but I have to give a word out to our sponsor right now, which is Factor. And I'm telling you all the time, I'm busy, but I'm trying to take care of myself. I'm trying to eat well. I'm trying to eat better. And that's hard to do when you're busy like me, because you usually eat fast, which means you're usually eating some nasty fast food. But it doesn't have to be that way anymore with Factor. Their meals are ready within 3 minutes, heat and eat, they're ready to go. And I have more variety with more meals. That's why I love Factor. I keep it in my refrigerator all the time. For the first time, you can try Asian-inspired meals with bold flavors influenced by China, Thailand, and more. I've been to Thailand. Thai food is great. I'm glad Factor has it. And 97% of customers say that Factor helped them live a healthier life. They can feel the difference no matter what their routine is. I definitely feel the difference. And you know what? You're going to feel something with this code right here. Eat smart at factormeals.com/toasted50 off and use the code toasted50 off to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. I want to thank Factor for sponsoring this discussion, this portion of the show, and I want to thank all of you out there for your support. And now, back to it. This whole thing with Jimmy Kimmel has said a lot worse things. I think you said that, Billy. He said a lot
worse things, man.
And it's obvious that he's being silenced. It's censorship. This is frightening. And once I'll tell you what, you want to talk about slippery slope. Once you put that slippery slope out there, everybody falls on their ass at some point. Oh yeah, everybody trips and falls on their ass at some point. Y'all keep playing. It's all gonna come back.
The funny thing is, like you like even the idea that like, well, the Dems or the liberals were the ones canceling everybody. If you followed that, it wasn't so much canceling Republicans; it was canceling each other. Like that system really turned in on itself. Yeah. And this way they're going, I was like, I don't know how y'all didn't see how that happened, because that's only going to happen with you guys.
Well, Republicans tend to intercannibalize too. Mm-hmm. If you don't agree with every single thing I say, then you out. No, seriously.
Yeah, no, that term rhino is like Republican in name only. So if you aren't following everything Trump says, you're a rhino.
Right. And if you don't like this and this and that, well, Israel kind of, get then you rhino now. You're anti-Semitic rhino.
Yeah. Exactly. Believe me, I'm not attacking anybody. I'm saying I'm giving you a warning. I'm telling you, yes, I have my own bias here because I think this what's going on right now is very hypocritical, but it's also frightening because
and short-sighted.
And very short-sighted. And I'm telling you, once they start doing this, the internet is going to be next. They're going to start saying we don't want certain things said on the internet, and they're going to start. And they've already done it in certain countries. Where I think there was one country where they said we don't want anything but well, we're going to put limitations on the internet because we only want good news.
North Korea?
That's been North Korea. Well, that was another place.
But it's pretty bad in China.
Yeah, but there was some place else where they recently clamped down on the internet. People are like, what? And it's like, well, it was good while it lasts, wasn't it? Mm. But they're gonna and just wait till they start messing with your porn. That's when y'all really gonna raise it.
They're already messing with that.
But you can get around it. Trust me.
I would like to second that. Speaking of which, that's why I'm a little late, fellas. It takes a while.
Yeah, no, what's going on? There are ways around it, but you keep playing, and they'll find a way to clamp down on that.
Right, and I guarantee you there'll be some Republicans going, "Hey, hold on, man."
And just wait till you get to the point where it's not just a matter of them just closing the doors or putting up firewalls or putting up gates to where you can't enter something. Wait till they start fining you for things.
Yeah.
Fines lead to like jail at some point. And then the next thing you know, you live in a very oppressive, authoritarian, dystopian society. This is how this shit starts.
And they're building prisons all over.
Yeah.
Right. And but what's the thing? Freedom of speech is supposed to protect you from not getting killed, which is terrible what happened. Mm. You're not supposed to get killed for saying what you want. You're not supposed to go to jail for saying what you want.
Yeah.
Now, you can get fired from your job and stuff like that because there's morals clause and all that kind of thing, and that's not the way we do things here. But that's what he thinks. That's what it's leading to, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But not just saying that.
And that's an extreme scenario right there. But one of the other things that's bad about this is that it leads to, and I'm not for this for any side, it leads to echo chambers. Let's just say, all right, so now Jimmy Kimmel can't do what he wants to on a major network. Well, maybe he can do something on the internet, or maybe one day there'll be a channel that's the opposite of something like Fox News. But everybody's speaking, one thing at this point. Everybody just going to one source where they say one thing they want to hear. We have a talk show host being silenced, being censored for only being critical, not making a joke, not coming in and trying to celebrate somebody's death. He's not coming in even trying to villainize somebody. He just gave his opinion on something that you can make a good argument for. Sure. That was it.
On a political side.
On a political side.
Yeah. Not mocking the guy's death.
Yeah, and because he's not in agreement with the administration that we have right now, they're putting pressure to shut somebody down. That is scary. And that is very dangerous. I'm just telling you.
It's terrifying.
What's scary is that they're not even trying to be subtle about it. They just did the Stephen Colbert. They're like, well, should we wait a little bit? No, man, fuck that. Let's do this shit right now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's what they're like, we don't care how this looks.
Yeah. And just not too long ago, they had another talk show. That was canceled. And that was
Stephen Colbert.
Stephen Colbert.
Yeah, so I just said yes.
Yeah. So yeah, y'all.
CBS folded quick on them though. It wasn't the FCC that called them.
CBS is definitely under the administration's thumb right now. So.
But I'm saying at least the FCC called ABC. This was just, they were like, yo, we move out to that now. Never mind.
Yeah, man. So just letting y'all know while everybody's sitting up here, fighting each other and taking sides and just like you said, being very short-sighted and one-sided, y'all better look at the big picture, whether you agree with it or not, and look at hypocrisy for what it is, because at some point, while even I'm like looking at this and taking a side, it will come back to affect everybody at some point. And I want my porn.
Well, it sounds like you still got it.
Yeah.
So that was the scariest thing you said.
Now.
But now. You have to make that dramatic right there.
Just download shit. You ain't gonna get me, goddamn. I got all my favorite scenes.
I already got all my clips. I'm moving to Brazil.
Because where's the place for the man that likes ass?
If I can't have my clips, I'm gonna get it live in person.
Live. Living color. Oh no, he's here again. Oh yeah.
At table, sir.
I'll take a salad and some ass.
Or would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. That means you really like us. So just go ahead and press that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And check out our other channels, our social media like Instagram, TikTok, and our Patreon, where we have new stuff coming up all the time. And we'll see you on the next video.